right. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Sniper Squad Day Trading. My name is Hassan. Here to go over my trade for the day. We had a pretty good day today. It was definitely looking like a no trade day. Um, I was feeling super FOMO. I had like three things on watch. ONDS, BTDR kind of. What was it? BBY. And all of it went up. But ONDS was the standout, as you can see on the scanner, was the standout stock with volume and percent gain. So I really had my attention focused on that. Had some levels on it. Um, I was really hoping for a pullback into this level here. It did not give it to me. And even though this structure right here was clearly a turnaround point, but I was really trying to stand on business with trading off of my white lines, which are my levels based on the daily and hourly chart. So I was able to be patient despite extreme amounts of FOMO. And I just kept like, all right, I was going to trade this one if it came back down a little bit more into this line, but it didn't. And I really didn't want to take a trade that I would regret. So I was patient. My buddy HH was trading this thing, and which gave me even more FOMO. But I think he sold into this high. And at this point, once we crossed above this level and made a new high of day, I was like, all right, man, if we can come back into this level and hold it, I will try it. And Bobby was like, don't do it, H. I was like, bro, I'm doing it. And it gave a decent entry into this level here, but I put my stop way too tight. I had my stop above my line, which is like, if I'm saying this line is support, then stop got to go underneath it. That's just like obvious, like general principle. Stop goes under support. This line was 1307. I had my stop at 1309, and got stopped, and it came down to 1307. The level that I had, it literally came perfectly, tested my level and went back up. So I realized my error. And not only that, when it came down to that level, had a super big volume spike. This candle right here, super big volume spike down to 1307. I was like, oh man, I'm even more sure that this is the buy. And so I bought back in, stop appropriately under the level at 1304. I think I had it. And it was off to the races, man. Did really well. Now, before today, I had been keeping my stop at my target at a previous high of day. But as it was approaching, I was just looking at everything, and I'm just like, I'm really not seeing a reason to sell other than it's at high of day. You know, like volume was real smooth. It was really steady, hugging the EMA, which I had. I think I think I want to keep this thing on there. It's really nice for perspective. But just really cool little creep up along the EMA, nothing excessive, you know. And so I canceled my order and decided, all right, I'm just gonna look at the level 2, the price, and just trade when the strength gets, you know, when I see the reason to sell. And had a lot of violence happening up here through, what was this, approaching 1350. So I sold a piece there, and then we broke through there, and it was a lot of, I look at this huge volume spike. So I sold some there and sold some at the next break of that. And then we had a pullback, and as it was pulling back, I was like, all right, let me see if it holds the previous high, which is this area. And so I put a little line here actually on the stream. And I was like, if it comes back down, I'm going to throw another piece back on. And it came back down. I threw another piece on. It was looking sketchy, but the buyer stepped up. And again, I started selling into strength. Sold a little bit here, a little bit here, and got some almost through the highs there. I decided after this I wasn't going to sell anymore until 14. But that was the end of the road right there. And you know, I had my stop under, I think at the break of 1350. I think I was using the 15-minute low or the 5-minute low. Excuse me. Yeah, I used this candle low as my stop, and stopped out the rest there. So I made back my foolish loss here. And on top of that, 3.44R. So this was a huge dub. This was over 4R profit on this trade with the ad in the middle. Really nice, man. Really nice trading. Really nice executions on the buy and sell side. Only mistake I really made was my stop placement on my initial trade. But other than that, really, really happy with the executions here, man. It sucks to get this much of a pullback, but you know, you hold a little bit to see where it can go. You know, I just kind of wish maybe I got a little more shares out up there. Especially, you know, this is a pretty good extension away. But at this point, I was like, you know, we done broke 75. Like 14 is imminent. 14 is imminent, but it got slapped up pretty good up there. And yeah, man, that's the trade. That's the trade. Had to wait super long for it, but it paid off, man. I hope this is a day where I just be like, hey, man, I'm gonna wait for my setup. It might come at the beginning of the day. It might come just before lunch. Like this first trade was 11:45, and then I got back in at 11:51. So you know, just got to be patient sometimes and wait for that setup that I can feel really confident about. And I feel much better taking my swings at that place than, you know, like if I would have taken this trade and it stopped me out, I would have felt really bad about it because it wasn't at a predetermined level of interest that I had. You know, it was close, but it wasn't there, you know. So anyway, that's all I got, man. Hit that like button for me, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. Discord links in the description. And see you guys back here tomorrow. Peace.